Biden-Harris administration has caught and released back into the United States at least 99 potential terrorists on the U.S. watch list since January of 2021. Now, this just coming out yesterday. Take a look at this video clip.
Yesterday, we learned for the very first time that 99 illegal immigrants on that terror watch list were released into the country, and another 34 are still in DHS custody.
Now, this comes as we've already received warnings from the FBI and members of Congress that there are sleeper cells in the United States of America that are backed by Iran here in the United States, waiting to issue attacks on the American people. We've heard physical attacks, cyber attacks, various attacks, and we're hearing that there are actually people on the terror watch list that are here that have been caught and released back into the United States. And this is concerning in and of itself. However, we are also on the brink of war with Iran at this very moment, as Biden has just been briefed in the last 24 hours that Iran will be attacking. The timing and the details are still unclear, but we're hearing that this is going to be unfolding between Iran and Israel, the United States in the middle of this, attacks coming to U.S. troops in the Middle East already, and we already have legislation coming out for potential war to be initiated with the United States and Iran. And this begs the question, is the war coming to U.S. soil? What is going to be unfolding in the Middle East? Is this the precursor to what is now going to be happening here in the U.S.?
Damn right it is. I'm going to say shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem HaKakwadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Real quick, this is another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will to be edifying. It's titled Sleeper Cell Attacks. People in U.S. watch list caught and released into the U.S. Shit, man, it's pretty self-explanatory at this point. Through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. War, famine, pestilence, all hell breaking loose, Jacob's trouble. It's all prophesied in the scriptures. But when you look at these particular guys that, you know, they commentate on these particular events, they seem to be rather surprised because they don't understand the dynamic of their government and have what you call Hegelian dialectus, which means pressure from above, pressure from beneath, meaning that your government is putting a squeeze on you because they're passing certain legislation in order to get their new world order up and running. Okay, and they need to do away with as many people as possible because they know that they have but a short time. Now, they mentioned that you had, I believe it was like 97 people they had on a watch list or something like that. And 97 have been released back into the United States. But you have to question the fact that, wait a minute, if they was on a terrorist watch list, why are they being released back into the country if they're allegedly being watched? Well, the answer to that is the fact because this is what they call order out of chaos. They need to come with some type of chaos. They need to create the order, problem, reaction, solution. Okay, it's an old formula that they've been using for centuries. And it works because, you know, the people from actions, they generate an emotional response. And through the emotional response, the government comes in and they declare the action, and then they bring order. And before you know it, your civil freedoms are impinged on or infringed on. Okay, so while these people are playing games and laughing and talking and thinking that this 2024 selection is going to be the thing that's going to make America great, man, look, I'm going to tell you straightforward, most people, they don't really have hope in this coming up selection because people are realizing that they don't want this guy Trump in office, that they're going to try to lock him up or assassinate him again or whatever it may be. They don't want DJ Trump to assume the office as president of the United States, and really is all part of the deep state. Okay, Trump, he's following a script, just like Biden, just like Kamala. They're following scripts, you know, like going back to that movie, what do you call Game of Thrones? You have several factions of families that rival one another within the family to see who's going to rule. Okay, even though they're families and they correspond with each other and they work in tandem with one another, they all have their own particular ways of getting things done. So one side is saying, well, look, we want this to be that way. And the other side is saying, well, hey, we can do it better. And before you know it, you have what they call casualties of war. And you people in America, hey, they stated, hey, attacking people, war, Yeah, you're going to have war on the streets of America. You're going to have civil war, okay, race war, class wars, okay, fractures of world wars, because you're going to have the missiles that are going to hit this place. And not only that, you're going to have terrorists, okay, that's going to invade this. I mean, they already invaded it. It's not even like they really had to invade it. They let them right over here. So with that being said, you may have pocket nukes going off in these cities. You may have particular attacks on venues, like I was reading earlier in the article that they had to cancel the Taylor Swift concert because allegedly they was getting ready to, or they got some intel that these sleeper cells were getting ready to attack these venues through these particular groups online. You know, like if you ever watched that movie, The Forever Purge kicked off because people went on Twitter about it. And it was like a social media trend to the point that people just caught on to it and then they followed the trend. So right now they're infiltrating these sleeper cell groups, or allegedly infiltrating these groups, making it seem like they have some type of surveillance on these guys to stop them, but really they're all behind it, you know. So it's getting ready to get real out here, man. And hey, this is why we tell brothers, hey, concerts and overly crowded venues, it's probably not the